Welcome to the Gifts of God Explained. Today we will discuss the book on the apparitions of the Blessed Mother under the title Rosa Mystica, the Mystical Rose, which took place in northern Italy in Monte Carlo. The apparitions began in the spring of 1947 to a young woman named Perina Gilli, who worked as a nurse in the area hospital. It was in this hospital that Perina related the appearance of a beautiful woman dressed in violet and wearing a white veil. The woman stood crying, her tears falling to the ground, her breast pierced with 3 large swords, and she spoke only 3 words: prayer, penitence, expiation. Shortly after, she again appeared, this time clothed in white, and replacing the swords were 3 roses, 1 white, 1 red, and 1 gold. This time she spoke with a smile and stated that she was the mother of Jesus and of all of us, and that the Lord had sent her to bring a new Marian devotion for all male and female institutes, religious orders, and secular priests, promising that those who venerate her in this special way, her special protection, an increase in spiritual vocations, fewer betrayed vocations, and great sanctity among the servants of God. She explained to Perina the meaning of the swords and the roses, stating that the first sword is the loss of vocations as a priest or a monk. The second sword means priests, monks, and nuns who live in deadly sin. The third sword means priests and monks who commit the treason of Judas. While giving up their vocation, they often lose their faith and become enemies of the church. She went on to say that the 3 roses which replaced the swords were significant, in that the white rose means the spirit of prayer, the red rose the spirit of expiation and sacrifice, and the golden rose means the spirit of penitence. Penitence is the acceptance of the little daily crosses and also doing one's work in the spirit of penitence. The Blessed Mother expressed with great urgency that her divine Son is tired of the continuing offenses committed against him, especially the severe offense against holy purity, and that punishment was due according to his divine justice. She once again placed herself as mediatrix between her divine Son and all humanity, especially consecrated souls. Jesus, never refusing his Holy Mother anything, lovingly accepted this, but demands of us, her children, in prayer, great sacrifices, and penitence. She also expressed the ardent need for priests to admonish the people in love, that they not commit these sins anymore, and the need for a sincere sacramental confession is necessary. Perina asked why she revealed herself under the title Mystical Rose, and the meaning it has for the Church. Smiling, she responded that it is connected and begins with the moment when her divine Son Jesus became a human being, that the fiat of redemption and the fiat of her cooperation is symbolized in the most beautiful flower, the Rosa Mystica, stating that she is the Immaculate Conception, the Mother of Jesus, the Mother of Grace, the Mother of the mystical body, the Church. In a later apparition, she was accompanied by the 2 children of Fatima, Jacinta and Francisco, an apparition site now officially approved by the Catholic Church, and expressed the desire that devotion to the mystical rose, together with veneration of her Immaculate Heart, which he promulgated in Fatima, be increased in religious institutes and monastic communities. She also expressed the urgent desire to pray the Rosary, but to pray it well, which she repeated in several apparitions. There are many pilgrim virgin statues made of the mystical rose in Monte Carlo at the Blessed Mother's request, and blessed by her with the expressed intent of circulating these now miraculous images throughout the world. She assured Perina that wherever these statues would go, there would be many spiritual and physical healings, and that she would be present in a special way by a host of angels to bring the Lord's graces and the love of her motherly heart. A medal and chaplet of the mystical rose were also made known to Perina. Purina was instructed to make known several special requests regarding this devotion to the mystical rose. That the 13th day of every month be kept as a Marian day, and that on the 12 previous days special prayers should be said in her honor. That the 13th of July be celebrated in honor of the mystical rose, and that on December 8th from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the hour of pardon for the whole world should be observed. She stated that along with many physical cures, numerous spiritual conversions would also take place, even to the most hardened sinners, and that if anyone was not able to be present in a Catholic church at this time, he should pray at home at midday and would receive the same graces through her. It is her ardent desire that the hour of grace be publicized and spread throughout the whole world. She emphasized that soon one would know how important this hour of grace is. Another special request is that on October 13th, the World Day of Penitential Communion must be observed and should be spread over the whole world. It is to be repeated every year on that day, promising an abundance of graces for those priests and faithful who foster this devotion. Lastly, that at Fontenelle, a suburb of Montecari, at which she touched and blessed a spring, enabling it with curative powers for both body and soul, there should be held a penitential procession to the spring, accompanied by prayer, penance, and atonement. Our Blessed Mother, as the Rosa Mystica's most ardent desire, is to lead her children to the true faith, a genuine love of the Lord, above all our Lord in the most holy sacrament, which, as she stated, will lead to the reunification, the peace of the whole world. While we obediently await the Church's final approval, which must be extensively examined according to canon law, it is important to note that 6 bishops, including the former bishop of the diocese, all express belief in the genuineness of these apparitions, and in accordance with canon law does not preclude people from giving it a degree of credence, a credence the Blessed Mother assured Purina Gilli on several occasions would be officially granted by the Catholic Church in time.